Well guys, it's time to start working on the red car. Kevin is on his way, so we're gonna get going on this thing. I just got up, opened the garage, got the lights on, and now we're gonna get ready to start welding in our floor so we can get this thing on the road. Hey guys, so today is the day that we're finally gonna get a floor into the red MR2. It's been, I wanna say like 3 months now, and I'm really excited today. So I'm waiting. Kevin is on his way here. You saw I was test tune and dial up the welder, or I think that's what he did the last time. I know nothing about welding, but we got the welder in and he was testing it last week, and now this week we're gonna actually go ahead and put the floor in. So stay tuned. We're now into body work, welding, all that good stuff. And we're gonna get this floor back in the car. Ideally, if we can, we're going to do the rocker and we're going to do some other pieces on the vehicle. But let me show you what I have done so far and where we are in preparation for Kevin to come over and start welding in these items. So guys, let me show you what I've done so far. Obviously, I am not a body man. I have never done body work in my entire life. But I took a stab at it, and you know, we took that floor and we kind of patched it in here the best as I thought I could do it, or I did it. And I want to show you guys what we came up with. So let me bring you over to the car. Let me show you what's going on inside and show you what I've done so far. So this is the floor that we got from Craig. So Just Japs, Craig, my friend Craig, he got us this floor. It's from his donor card that he had. And I basically just kind of cleaned all the edges, cut everything and fit it in. So as you can see, a lot of measurement calculations. So we got the floor, fit it in, and so far it's looking good. What we're going to do is on the front section up here, we're going to try to butt weld this section until we get to this little curve. And then from here, we're going to lap weld it with a metal. So we'll do tack welds on top. Ideally, if we can get underneath, we'll go ahead and weld the entire seam on the bottom so it's protected from the elements. Again, guys, this is not a perfect floor, but it's better than what we had. So this is what we're working with. So then we're just going to tack everything in. There's a little gap here, but Kevin, the pro, he knows what to do. So he'll figure that out. How this works is I'm the body guy. Kevin is the welding guy. So we're kind of tag teaming. So this is my preparation in place for Kevin to come over. Underneath the vehicle, as I told you, we had the bracket here. This is a cross member. So this is the new floor, or the donor floor. So it's bolted in, and as you can see, the bracket is bolted across. So that's lined up. And then we have the e-brake bracket here. So this, again, this is the donor floor, bolted up nicely there and bolted up on the other side. And there's my screwdriver that's keeping the thing down. So there's a bracket right here. We have it flush with the floor. So really happy as looking so far. Got all the metals cleaned on this side so he can go ahead and tack, or we're not contaminating the welds. Looking here on the rocker panel, and then I have this tape on the side here, but once we get this tape off, you'll see Kevin is going to do his thing. All the seams are nice. I think I have like a millimeter here, so we'll get that welded in as well. This section we got to do some work, so you'll probably see us doing it, but again, I need Kevin's advice as to how to get this section, because this is not flush cut into the body panel as well as yet. Moving on to the back here, we cut this piece out from the donor car and kind of seamed it in as well. Again, everything is like a millimeter gap, so we got that going. So today the plan is to get this done, the floor done, and then we'll figure out what else we can get done. There is some work on the trunk and on the rear quarter that has to get done, but you know, time is of the essence, so we gotta see what we can achieve today. And I actually test fitted the seat already, and everything bolts up perfectly. So if we can get this tacked in right here, then we should be good to go. And with that said, I'm not gonna delay because I know Kevin is knocking on the door. Let's go see Kevin and let's have him come and do his magic. This is the guy we've been waiting for. He's ready to rock and roll. Got his music going, ready to chill. And talk about vibes, Kevin is ready to rock and roll. You saw that entry right here. So Kevin came, he slept well, and he looks like he's full of vibes and energy today. So Kevin, welcome. I'm happy you're here. I have been waiting for this day for you to come over and help me out with this thing. So I'm glad you're here. So welcome to the ByteDance team. So let me show you, I showed the audience already what I did, but you know, I thought I did a great job. Let's see what Kevin thinks.
Oh, boy, it looked like broomstick work. Boy, the thing, everything looked decent. Fitment. Yeah, so we need to get rid of the paint still. So make sure we have clean contact with, man, damn, did good. Fitment looking tight.
So we got to pull back more on the paint right there because I cleaned all.
Yeah, but it's always best to have clean metal because this is gonna cost. I mean, I could burn through it, but yeah. I mean, yeah. Once it's cleaned up, you know.
That is cleaned up.
Yeah, but the paint we need to get it because it's gonna cost like
Oh, okay. So like really get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's better. We already have the measurements and already. You did a good job of fitment. So now we just have to fill and, you know. Yeah, man. This nice.
Yeah. All right.
Just to make the best of it and, you know, work with what I have.
How about the rocker panel? You think that's gonna be good?
Yeah. Well, you had shown me like pictures before and the cuttings on point. You know, so yeah, we can work with this.
All right, so what's gonna be our next step now? Where do we go from here? Because my work is done. It's all about you. I got nothing else to do.
Yeah, we'll start with just start burning and, you know, hammer, you know, my favorite tool. You know, hammer and, you know, heat. And we just put things in place of what we need to do and stuff like that. And gotta get suited up, do some final checks on the welder to make sure everything is on par, and then, you know, and go from there.
Kevin, he's tuning up the machine again. I don't know what he's doing, but he's pressing numbers and changing dials. And I guess he's setting like a speed. What are you doing, Kevin?
Yeah, gotta set the It has a preset, so it's like, you know, we just gotta work with it. And although we did the previous setup, that was just like the preset of what they recommend. But I have to tune it to the metal that we're working with. So I just want to fine tune it just for, you know, just before we jump into it and, you know, go from there. Gotta set the speed versus the voltage and all that stuff like that. So you just gotta play around until you get the right settings. We're gonna do a couple of test hits and see if it's good. And then again, when we get on the car, it's a different setup. So we gotta work with what is there and we adjust accordingly. So it's just a game that you gotta go and that's it.
So this is the first weld we're gonna do. We're gonna do a small one, which is just gonna tap the seat, the nut for the seat that broke off. Let's do. Happy with it so far?
Yeah, so far we just gotta take it piece by piece. Not traditional to, you know, do all in one shot, but right now we're just gonna catch what we gotta get right now.
So this is it, guys, the YesWelder at work. I don't know if the YesWelder is a good thing or Kevin is a good thing, but I think it happens to be both of them. So coming along, we're gonna button this thing up. We've tacked it in a few places and he's just going ahead. That little corner is gonna be tricky, but yeah, I know Kevin got it.
Yeah, little by little. Just gotta take our time and get it together. It'll be all right.
Kevin wasn't happy with this job that the previous owner did to get this seat to work. So although it's going to be covered up by the carpet, he wants to make it look a little bit better. So this is what he's going to do. So go for it, kid. So this is what, ain't no regular welder going to be able to build that back up, because that's pretty bad. So Kevin is just adding metal on and trying to make it look better. He's going to make it look better, but this is not necessary, but if you really trying to make it look
We're already
better,
here,
yeah.
so might as well. You know what I'm saying? Make it look good. Don't worry. Once you're done, polish it up like nothing ever happened here. So, you know what I mean? Why not? We got time.
Hey guys, it's good to have a buddy like Kevin. Alright guys, so we beat Kevin up again. The last time we beat him up, he was cutting out the floor. He was helping me to cut out the floor, and today he welded in the floor. We got the garage all cleaned up. As you saw earlier, we had it all set up here to get things going, get this car together. So Kevin, what did we achieve today? Tell us what's going on.
Well, it's in. You know, we didn't get to complete how we wanted to complete, but yeah, we have been having to run out of gas. It is what it is. Fill it up and we go, keep going. But for now, I don't think it got better than what it is right now.
Let me show you guys. So this is gas that we're using with a welder. So we ran out of gas, so we have to get some more. And this is what the final product looks like. So again, the floor was a little bit rough, as you guys saw. So we took it from the donor car, but you know, there is a floor versus there was no floor. So here are the wells.
We filled in some holes here.
Yeah, we filled in some areas right here. Now we could grind a lot of this stuff and make it look a lot better, but you know, as you guys figure, this is going to be covered up with carpet, so I'm probably just going to seam seal this and end up painting it and just call it a day. I don't see the need to go grind the wells down because nobody's going to be able to see it. We were trying to get to the rocker panels here, but you know, unfortunately we couldn't get to that just because we ran out of the gas. So we're going to get some gas. You get Kevin again. He's going to be in action. Putting in the rocker panel right there. We did put some weld through primer on it, and we gotta get all of this done, and then I gotta figure out how I'm gonna make this piece work. I do have the corner panel from the donor car, so I just gotta sit here, cut and grind, and you know, with Kevin's help, put this thing back on the road. But
the fitment was on point. The YesWelder performed, and I think it still can be tuned, but I'm working with rusty stuff. So right now the metal is not as clean as it is, but for what it did today, pretty good stuff.
Yeah, because once Kevin got it tuned up, at first we're getting the wire was jamming, and then once Kevin got it tuned up, he just really just kept going and no issues with the machine. It was more with the floor itself, because again, this is an old floor that we're trying to put in. So as like if you look at this spot right here, you can see we got a little hole right there, and that's just because, you know, the metal is rusty right there, so it was just kind of blowing through. So we're gonna try to seam seal it. I don't know, Kevin. I guess if we get the
either we patch it from behind, or whatever. When we get the gas and we have more time to play, you know, come back fresh, and then you know maybe we put something over it and you know play with it. If I have enough time, I could keep playing with it until we could fill it in, and then we just grind it back down. Find it, keep burning until it stops.
Yeah.
It's chasing the metal is not fun.
Right.
So what that little hole could take you a good 30 minutes to try to, you know, keep it up, get it right.
Yeah, and I'll show you guys, like there's this area right here where he had to do that because we had cut this when we were taking out the floor. So that took a lot more time than Kevin had anticipated, but again, there's technique that is required to do this, and you know, Kevin as a professional knows the technique, so he was able to get it done for us. So that's it, guys. We have officially a floor, and I have my buddy John who helped me drop the tank. He just showed up, and honestly, at one point I was like, you know, John, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get this car together, and he basically said, "There's no way I'm making you scrap this car." So thanks to John too, he was on board to get this done. Once we get this floor, like everything finalized, it's pretty much finalized for the most part, but fully finalized and we get the rocker in, John is gonna come over and we are going to put the tank back in and we're gonna get this thing started. Alright guys, so with that said, we've come to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoy this. Something different. Kevin, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate your help, and I'll catch you guys on the next one, and it's probably gonna have Kevin again, so see you guys.